welcome back to another video. I am currently finishing some stuff up on my computer and I'm about to have some breakfast before I have to head into work. I have my internship today, so when I say work, that's what I mean. This week's video will just kind of forecast me getting back into the rhythm of things. If you guys watched my last video, then you'll see that I was out of town. But like I said, I'm having some breakfast right now and I'm gonna enjoy it before I have to, get on the road and get my day started. After work, I took Moana on a walk, and for some reason, there are bunnies all over our neighborhood. When I really like how something tastes, I become a creature of habit, which is why I've been having these protein pancakes for a couple of weeks now. And funny enough, I'm actually prepping some chicken and pasta, which I've shown in one of my previous videos, and I'm making enough for a couple of days. So I am currently back in my office, but I am heading out to an appointment, and it's actually for a tattoo removal. And so I figured I would come on here and share a little bit of my experience, the ups and the downs. So I guess the first advice that I would give you is to not make huge life-altering decisions or permanent decisions when you're going through a hard time. I wish I would have known all that I know now back when I was going through a very difficult time. When I was 21, I decided to get a huge tattoo on my right calf, and I have lived with that decision ever since. I'm 27 now, and when I was 23, I decided that I wanted to get the tattoo removed, and it is a very expensive and painful process, to say the least. The actual removal hurts more than getting the actual tattoo. And so if you're considering getting your tattoo removed, go into it knowing that it could be a lengthy process and a painful process. But speaking for myself and my personal experience, I had two tattoos. One was probably this tiny, and the other one is the one on my calf is about this big, and the one on my calf is colored, and the tiny one was black ink. And in the removal sector of tattoos, it's a lot easier to get rid of black ink versus colored ink. And so it's been 2.5 years since I started my removal process, and my tattoo has faded a lot, but it's not gone. And I still have about 1.5 years left of my removal journey. And it's very painful. It really, really is. I dread the removal appointment every time, and it hasn't gotten easier. In fact, they up the proximity of the laser that they use the longer you're getting the removal, or the longer you're in your removal process. And so that's what I'm doing today, and like I said, I'm definitely dreading it. And the other advice that I would give you guys is to make sure that you have the right people around you, because they can really influence the decisions that you make in life. In social work, I have learned that our biological, psychological, and social specters of our life really alter life decisions and life experiences. And so it's really important to surround yourself around the right people. And so yeah, that's pretty much my take on tattoo removal procedures. And if that's something that you're considering, think about it. Do your research. Definitely do your research, because if you are a person of color or you are dark complected, there are chances where the removal might cause hyperpigmentation or discoloration of your skin. Thankfully, that hasn't happened to me, and I don't foresee it happening in the near future because I've gotten, the removal for 2.5 years. But that's why it is important to do your research. So besides that, there's a lot going on this week. I am getting ready for my little sister and my little brother to visit for 2 weeks, starting Monday of next week. And I have a lot of fun ideas and fun things for us to do while they're here, and I'm very much looking forward to them coming. If you watched my last video, then you've seen how sad I was that I was leaving family, and I am just over the moon that they decided to come and visit and stay with me for 2 weeks. And by then my fiance will be home, so we'll, be able to do lots and lots of fun things together. But yeah, I'm going to actually finish getting ready because I need to leave. I need to go to my tattoo removal appointment. And in fact, I think I might have a video of the procedure that I get on my calf. And so I might be inserting it. I'm not sure. I have to go and see if I still have it. But we'll see how it goes. Usually the evening after I get the removal, I just ice the area and I just relax for the rest of the day. So we'll see what the day brings. I've been using the lidocaine since I started the removal process, and I don't necessarily think it makes that big of a difference, but I don't want to stop using it because I've been using it since, and I don't know if I stop now it'll hurt even more. So I'm just not taking any chances. But this is the brand that I use. I think it's pronounced Ebanol, but it's 5% lidocaine. And yeah, now I wait for 10 minutes. I have the handy microphone that came with the camera, and I figured why not use it since I think I've only used it like once before. I'm currently getting ready to go to another high school graduation, and I am really looking forward to it because they're having a barbecue afterwards, and I can't recall the last time that I went to a barbecue. So I'm stoked, but I wanted to have a little chit chat because I was watching back my previous clip where I talk about my experience with tattoo removal and tattoos in general. And I just wanted to say that if you are someone that's considering getting a tattoo, I hope that my opinion and my experience doesn't hinder you from, doing what you want to do for yourself, because tattoos are beautiful. They're a form of expression. They're art. I have family and friends who have tattoos and they love their tattoos and they can't wait to get more. And again, my experience was just different. I didn't consider the fact that life experiences, decisions, and career fields, should be taken into account when you're getting something so permanent on your body. And that's part of the reason why I'm getting the removal, is because I'm going into a career field where, yes, form of expression is accepted, but I would like to present myself in a professional manner, and so that's part of the reason why I'm getting mine removed. In my last appointment, I actually even asked about getting my microblading removed. I had my eyebrows microbladed about 5 years ago, and they are a little bold for my face, and it's not something that I want on my face anymore. And it's okay to want to change the way that you present yourself. And if I decide to go down that path of getting my eyebrows, my microblading removed, I will definitely be updating you guys. They actually did like a little spot test on the corner. You can't really tell because I filled it in since then, but they did a little spot test because oftentimes your eyebrows, the type of ink that they use for microblading is different than the one that they use for tattoo ink, and it reacts differently. And so that's why I kind of wanted to see if my skin was going to react properly. It wasn't going to turn purple, red, or white, and it reacted good. I received positive feedback from the technician, and I trust her word. She's genuinely super caring, and she'll tell you straight up, like, don't do it, or this is something that's going to react well to your body. I will, if I decide to get them removed, I will definitely be updating you guys. I'm getting pretty hungry and we're not leaving for another 2 hours, so I'm gonna go scrimmage my fridge and see what I can find, but I will come back a little bit later.